Hey guys, we have a pretty interesting hero now. That is Luna, played as safe lane, of course. There's a slightly different version that can go mid. That would include Scepter among the rest. But this one is gonna be a pure safe lane carry Luna build. So the end build will look something like this. Of course, this can always be turned into a pike. But let's start and explain like why these items, right? So starting with boots, you can just rush towards power threads. You need attack speed. Stats are also nice. You can pair this with a couple of red bands if you want early. It's not required. You can get it, but yeah, just start with that. A couple of red bands maybe, and pretty much after that you gotta slowly start building like your, in a way, smaller item. You can be upgraded, of course, but you can just leave it at that. You would start with Dragon Lance. It's great stats, it's increased attack range, and again, this can upgrade into pike. You definitely do not need to upgrade this into a pike, especially not right away. Luna is not somebody like, let's say, for example, Viper. Viper benefits a whole lot more if he has a pike, or like Enchantress. She benefits a lot from pike. Luna is completely fine with Dragon Lance as it is. You can just leave it like that and just rush for your second item. Now, second item could be anything. It could just be straight into Manta style. Always great to have an effect that can break silence, that can stop stuns being thrown at you, break from any slows. This item also breaks Trent's ult. If you ever get caught, Manta just completely breaks you out of it. It's just a nice damage boost. The effects from Yasha, the attack speed, the movement speed, right off the agility. Ultimate Orb is really nice for stats. You kind of need all the stats. It's a bit different hero where the health, plus 10 on health and plus 10 on intelligence also has a big benefit for you, because it's kind of like a nuker with spells in a way as well, not just like a right clicker type of carry. So Manta is really beneficial. You'll be also having Black King at some point, probably earlier than later. Luna can get away though a lot of time without Black King, like being forced to rush it. She can be completely fine with, let's say, this and this because of her arsenal of spells. Usually people are gonna run away from you. They're not gonna try to challenge you that much, especially if you have this off the cooldown. So you can just kind of walk in there, attack, release all the spells. If like the part where you're attacking is kind of like this, let's say there's no neutrals, there's no creep waves, they can really get destroyed. You can just solo people as early as level 6. You can just walk in and solo any hero in the game. But the problem, this is RNG. It doesn't hit heroes specifically, it hits anything. So if you can like try to bait somebody out in the clear, or try to catch them if they're moving between camps, that is the perfect way to gank with Luna and just hit them with the beam and the ult. Again, I think he'll go back to farming wherever that is, in the jungle or on the lane. This is satanic, but let's actually just drop it. Something that you would be going for as an option that I was saying. Let's say you went Dragonlance. We can also go first item Mask of Madness. Mask of Madness goes great with Luna because of the buffs that she has naturally built in. It's a bonus damage, bonus attack speed. She has a pretty fast attack animation, so popping this and just attacking is completely fine if you want to go for that. When do you make it? You can make it right after boots and just be kind of regenerating with basic mask on the lane, so you don't have to spend a lot of money on consumables. You can make this after Dragonlance. I like getting Dragonlance first no matter what. I just like to buff my stats and the attack range kinda, because you don't really need that much. Like as usually I say for carries, like your first item should be like a farming item, somebody that gives you AoE and some type of cleave. It'll be like Bella Fury, Maelstrom. For Luna, she has like a inbuilt cleave effect, if you want to call it like that, or multi-shot. So last level is 6 bounces. you'll be upgrading this to the max anyways, and this because you want to farm. You're not playing the mid version or the spell version. I want to call it. You're playing the carry, like pure carry version. You'll be maxing this. This is 6 targets. There is no really camp anywhere on the map that has 6 targets anyway. So, but yeah, it's more about like damage reduction per bounce. So maxing this and the passive damage. Yeah, this also gives you night vision. I keep forgetting, but this also gives you nice night vision. So even better when you need to chase somebody, right? It's pretty great. And yeah, this is also AoE. You give bonus damage to everybody around you, right? This is like a really beneficial spell, so it's pretty much it. Cleave effect, like I said, is covered. You already have it. The question is, do you want to get mask for some extra heals and attack speed in fights? It can be a bit tricky getting this and using it correctly. It always depends on the enemy team. Sometimes I get this, sometimes I don't. But this is something that you always get though. So let's just leave mask like as an optional for now, because it's not really that much. I mean, the heal is really nice, but again, it depends on the enemy team a lot. If I would just get this or just kind of run around with even mask and not even upgrading, just to have some type of heal. But yeah, I would usually rush Dragonlance, decide on mask. Mask gets much better when you actually have some items. This is when this item becomes really better. Otherwise, it's great for clearing like neutral camps, I guess, in a much faster way. It gives you more bonus movement speed, so you can reach camps faster. But again, it just depends how your lane. If your lane is fine, I don't really like to rush the mask then, because I'm not like pushed off the lane or harassed enough, so I gotta go jungle. If I'm forced to go into jungle, yeah, I'm probably gonna rush this then, so I can quickly catch up. If I'm fine on the lane, I might just skip it, like really. So getting Dragonlance, Manta is always, I would say, almost a mandatory to get for Luna, and then pretty much decide Black King you will need no matter what. It's just a matter of are you gonna make it earlier or later on, but there will come a point where you'll be unable to do anything without this anyways. Manta is great, but once you press it, you kind of use your only way to not get hit, disabled by stuns, by just pure damage or slows. So you have to have a backup solution, and having both of these is really nice that they can like synergize off of each other. Maybe there's the one target just like throws, let's say, Orchid on you, or maybe there's a draw with silence. You just press Manta and break that, but you're not forced to waste Black King effect on it, right? You can just break it with Manta, turn around, attack that hero. If anybody else jumps on their side to help that hero, let's say any big disabler guy, maybe Shadow Shaman or Lion, they just jump in, they want to hex you, shackle you, and then you pop the Black King and you can just destroy all of them right there, right? If not, at least they're gonna panic and run away at that point, because you'll be activating Eclipse and Lucent Beam. So these items always bounce nicely off of each other. Like one is used for smaller disables, so to just kind of get away quickly, and the other one is like when you really want to get in the fight and do some serious damage, right? So kind of mandatory items you would have to get: Dragonlance, don't have to upgrade it, Manta, and Black King. Like I said, decide on the mask. You can get it, you can skip it. Next one that I like to get is the Daedalus, or not the next one. It's almost the end build. But later on, like maybe the fifth slot. Fifth slot, I like to go Daedalus. You can go Skadi as well. Perfectly fine. You get some extra range. You get some slows. Lone always likes stats in general. Skadi is also a great option. I prefer Daedalus because I'm kind of covered. I'm kind of covered with health with Dragonlance and Black King and Ultimate Orb from Manta. I kind of feel I have enough health to just got some extra damage and crits at this point. But yeah, Skadi completely fine. Now, one interesting item that I sometimes see, not that often though, I don't make it, but you can make it their Silver Edge. But I would say it's a bit weird for Luna. I'm not really sure about this, but it can kind of be a replacement. I don't know, maybe just want to use the break effect. Might be worth it getting for the break effect if there's somebody really annoying all of a sudden. You don't want to make Monkey, or you just invested into Shadowblade for some reason. it's like a way to break those passive misses, evasions, right? Phantom Assassin, you can break it, quickly deal with her. So I guess that's an option. One option also is often made actually is Butterfly. Some people even rush this. Then I can make Butterflies like a second or third item even. Quickly try to get this, combine it with Mask of Madness, just pop the Mask of Madness, right click. They can't really out heal you, out damage you. If they want to do anything fun, you just blast them with ult. So yeah, it's pretty great. They also can't do any disables because you have Blacking Bar, right? So you're silenced, but you don't care really. There's that item option, and actually no, that's pretty much it for Luna. Actually, there's nothing else to add. The only thing to add is getting no, actually there is. Why am I talking? So, like I said, Pike is completely up to you. It's not like a hero like Viper, like Gench. It's not that maybe like Destroyer. It's not that type that has that much value from Pike. For Luna, I feel like it's mostly used actually to escape the fights instead of like those heroes that I mentioned that have direct value of you like pushing somebody and attacking them. It's kind of weird for Luna, so I don't know. I kind of leave it on Dragonlance. So let's just leave it on not on you, man. I just leave it on Dragonlance, and this mask, if the mask was in your inventory, you're gonna disassemble this. You're gonna keep the Morbid mask, and the last item that Luna needs to have, or you can get it early, it doesn't have to be the last, it can be pre-last, I don't want to call it. They'll have to be Satanic. Luna has huge benefit from this. Extra health is really nice for her. Extra damage, big lifesteal. At some point, if you're carrying Mask of Madness, at some point just disassemble it, save the basic mask, go into Satanic. Let's say I've built it something like this. It can be something like this, but all of these I would generally keep. I would just rotate this slot. Kinda all of these, like let's say 4 items. All of these are what Luna really needs, right? And lifestyle just has to happen, but this slot can be like made whatever you want to put here. It can be Daedalus. I personally like Daedalus here, right? So I will get Daedalus, but you can get Skadi, you can get Butterfly, you can get Edge, whatever you do. But some extra damage and crit I feel like is it kind of rounds up the whole build nicely, I believe. Just one Daedalus to end it, right? Daedalus before Satanic, of course. I would just get Mask. If I got these, I would probably invest into Mask, so I get some lifesteal. I would probably finish Daedalus. If I'm having trouble, I would probably finish Satanic and then add the last slot. You can decide really. Anything works, but also keep an eye on what your enemy team heroes are making, right? If there's somebody that just for some reason rushed early to Monkey, for whatever reason, and you see it and you're about to make Butterfly, it's better just to skip on Butterfly because you lose the big evasion effect already before it's even made. I would just say go something for like this or Skadi really. For me it's option, I either go Skadi or I go Daedalus. This, not really. I don't really go for this, but again, it depends. So this is something you would end with. Your scepter is when you play different version, like a magic Luna. Something like when you play a magic Shadow Fiend, maybe that's the best way to compare it. Completely different builds. Not so much with Luna though as with Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend is really different. But yeah, Shard and Scepter or whatever, I mean, this is the main stuff, you'll destroy people with this, no problem. So, talents, you're getting Moonglave's damage reduction. You're not playing the, the magic one. So right down here, second one, you just get the Lucent Beam cooldown. Cooldown for ult is again for another version. In my opinion, at least, I would just get this. Yeah, see, like, it's 120. It's not gonna do anything. without the other build, right? Third one, what is third one? Lunar Blessing Global. Probably just Lucent Beam damage. Lunar Blessing Global is, I guess, nice because your team gets damage even when you're not there. Something like Scepter for Omni Knight. Not with the whole effects, of course. I would probably just go Lucent Beam damage anyways, but this is not that big of a deal, I think. Because giving this, if you're not in the fight, your team should not be in the fight anyways. And if you play Dota, your team should not be really in the fight if the carry is not in the fight. You're risking a lot. If you show up without your carry, and the enemy carry is there, and it's 5v4, and they got all the damage to use, and you're like somewhere stuck in the jungle, or your team did not wait for you, I mean, this is not gonna save them, I think, in the fight that much. So I'll probably just go left. Last one, Lunar Blessing damage, just Lunar Blessing damage, right? It goes with Moonglave's damage reduction. Like this is more damage per hit, and then like more damage on the passive. It also gives everybody plus 35. So it's not only you, it gives everybody plus 35, right? Because this is AoE effect. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Not a huge deal with Luna's talents at all. Probably Moonglade's damage reduction is the biggest one, and you get it at level 10. You don't really have to worry about this. It's nothing that special at all, really. Really isn't. So yeah, that's it for the Luna. I think I covered it all. Like I said, if you feel like you need some more stats, always keep Skadi as an option. Skadi is great if for any like type of carry, something like I would say for Joe Ranger, and you kind of feel you need more stats. Just keep Skadi in mind. It goes well with your improved attack range. Goes well with the pike if you upgrade it, right? You push them away, you get free attacks, they get slowed way back. They have to keep coming towards you. You can blast them with Lucent Beam, slow them even more. So some great synergy between these for Luna. And yeah guys, that's it for this hero, and let's see the other heroes.